weekend. You know, they got a bye weekend, so he gets to come watch me play. But no, it's all been love for that. You know.
How glad are you that you won't be going head to head against him on Saturday?
I'm disappointed. I wish he was over there, and you know, I wish I really could make it more personal. You know, that's definitely something we was talking about a couple years ago when the schedule came out. I'm disappointed. I wish he was still over there.
They have obviously a lot of North Carolina guys on their roster. Do you know some of them? I mean,
most definitely. Chris Reynolds is a starting quarterback. We played in the same conference together. Great athlete, and obviously some guys from practice and whatnot. But definitely some guys. You know, Chris comes to mind first and foremost. Just literally playing him every year. Great athlete, and excited to just be on the same field as him. You know, most all.
KJ, you took the redshirt year last year. This year so far, the little bit of limited playing time you've gotten, seems you've gotten most out of it. It seems the coaches are being really pleased with your play so far. Can you explain the redshirt year, what it did for you, the benefits, and what you feel going into this year so far, how you played?
Yeah, I think mostly just coming into this and, you know, speaking back on my dad, just having him in my corner, I've learned a lot, you know, through this process, through this business. And one thing is that everybody has a different path. I knew, you know, coming in that I wasn't, you know, where I wanted to be if I wanted to be a successful, you know, football player on this level. And knowing, you know, obviously having the best defensive line, you know, arguably ever, you know, sitting in front of me and teaching me different things off the field, I knew I had to get better if I was going to prepare, you know, when they passed the torch down next year. So that was just really the mindset behind redshirting last year. Like I said, I knew it was just for me and something that I needed to do to grow. And as far as this year, you know, I'm just, like you said, just trying to take every opportunity I can to, you know, just help the team. I think just as a defense, you know, we've been playing well, and the guys around me have been helping me just be in the right spot, so I don't have to think a lot and I can just play. And you know, I'm just trying to improve each week.
See, out there, it seems like you have a lot of fun on that field. Tell us about how much fun it is football is, because right now you seem, you know, you're calm and laid back, but on field you seem to be smiling, having a good time, and having fun playing football. Talk about that.
I think it just comes with, honestly, just my teammates and the guys that I play with. You know, just a great group of guys, you know, all around the board, and you know, we just like playing for each other. I think, you know, especially, you know, just coming in with XT is something we talked about, you know, since you know, our recruiting days. So getting to play with him and the other guys, you know, we just have fun making plays. Defensive line-wise, you know, obviously, like I said, we had some great guys leave last year. So I think these first 3 games, you know, just trying to show that, you know, it's the next man up type of mentality. That's been fun, you know, to prove ourselves as well.
I thought Saturday was the fastest I've seen you play. In terms of not thinking out there, I saw you get up the field, one play to rush a quarterback, set the edge on the next one, looked like you did it without thinking. Is that finally all starting to come into focus for you?
Yeah, I think it's just doing my job. You know, like you said, it showed up Saturday. I think the first 2 games, I'm still just trying to make too many plays and do too much. But then obviously when I start to play within the scheme of Coach Venables, he's going to set us up, you know, to all be successful. So I think Saturday was just the first showing of me just doing my job and playing within the scheme. And obviously, you know, it showed up to doing some good things.
There's not a lot of guys that are ranked number 6 in the entire country, regardless of position, would go to their coach as a freshman and say, I actually want to redshirt this year. What was Coach Sweeney's reaction when you told him that after the Wake Forest game?
You know, he was kind of shocked. I think it kind of caught him off guard to know that it was something I was thinking about. But he was definitely, you know, understanding. He was happy to see that I was very self-aware of where I was. And I think that, like I said, it's a lot of the coaching backing that I get from my father, just knowing, looking myself in the mirror and saying, you know, what am I compared to a lot of the other athletes in the country, and even on this team. So he was just, you know, we had an agreement. Obviously, I felt like I was a team. Team got first, so if people were to go down and whatnot, you know, that redshirt year wouldn't be here. And I was going to step up and do what I needed for the team, but that didn't happen, and it all worked out, obviously. So, you know, I think it caught him off guard at first, but we all got on the same plan.
Seems like you and XT are going to be tied together because you came in together. Do you guys have any kind of a bet who get to the quarterback first, or do you talk about it?
I mean, definitely no bet, but he's much faster than I am. But you know, we always talk about it. You know, always you know, working with each other in practice. Just, you know, I think we have fun competing, and that's with all the guys in our segment. You know, I think as you see up and down the board, Foster, Luke, Logan, and Maxwell too are just very athletic guys. You know, everybody brings something different to the table. But you know, as a segment, we're just trying to, like I said, do our job and, you just play winning football.
Do you consider yourself more of a vocal leader on this defense?
Most definitely, but that only comes when I know what I'm doing. And as a young guy, I feel I've gotten a lot better at that. I think that comes with that year I took off, getting to get back into Coach V's defense and learn more about it. But I know for me, when I'm communicating, I play better because I'm voicing what I see, and it helps me just analyze what I'm about to get into each play. So definitely just communicating and being vocal, whether it's in a leadership role or just assisting someone else, it helps me as a player.
You seem so comfortable in front of a microphone. Just where does that come from?
Just talking too much when I was a kid. That's probably where it comes from. Too much in class clown, stuff like that. No, but I don't know. It's just feel like I'm communicating with people, so it's not too crazy.
We all saw that video of you at the ladies' clinic being sort of the Steve Harvey of family review. How did that come about? And is that your idea or somebody else?
It was definitely Miss Pearman's idea. She threw it out there, and I was kind of skeptical. I think for the most part, just hearing I was like Christian, that's nasty. But it was fun. I knew it was for a good cause, and I didn't plan on bringing that much energy, but that's just the type of vibe that the ladies brought to me. It was a great day, and I think having my mom out there too made it a lot more fun for me. But that was definitely a fun experience.
Besides redshirting and working on your physical body, improving that for this year, what was your goals as a player, your game this year as you came? What was the area in your game you wanted to work on?
Definitely just being more physical. I think coming out of high school, I was known as a guy who was a rusher passer. And even looking back in my high school career, not really playing, I played mostly a 3-4 defense in my senior year, and just not really playing in between the tackles. And as you see, the first couple of weeks, I'm down between the guards and the tackles. So just, being better at point of attack, especially, with such great athletes behind us, you want to cover up those guys and let them make plays as well. So definitely this year it's transitioning into just being more physical and setting the edge, and it comes back to playing my role.
Have I seen you on extra point team?
Yeah, as far as field goal protection.
Yeah, I saw you run down one time after a score and grab the guy, kind of a la Christian Wilkins. Have you thought about that, continuing that tradition, or is that a Christian thing, or?
That I can't lie, that definitely was a Christian thing. And I got it from him, just seeing it last year, how he celebrates with his teammates, and now that I'm closer with the guys and kind of more involved, I see why he did it. It's fun celebrating those guys, and every time you score, it's big, and you want to celebrate that. So I'll keep it up for the season as long as I'm on the field goal team.
I think you had number one for a while before DK moved over to the defensive side. How did you resolve that? Did you just give it to him, or?
It kind of worked out. As you guys know, I was number 5 in high school. That's always really been my favorite number, just to wear and play in. And obviously Shaq left and went to Maryland, so my name was next on the list for that number. And DK being the athlete he is, we didn't really know at the time where he was going to play. So I had no problem saying it's all yours, so I don't even have to worry about it no more, because obviously at the time he was starting, I wasn't, and everybody back and forth. I don't know if you'd keep it, so it all worked out, and I was glad it did.
When you're in that D-line, you look like last year you redshirted, and you were able to sit back and watch Christian and Clee and those guys do their thing and work their craft and leave, and now you've got a whole new cast of characters in there. What do you see from guys like Tyler and Niles and Jordan, the attributes they bring to the team?
I think the biggest thing is that success comes in so many different ways. Clee, Christian, all those guys, they showed dominance last year, and I don't think we're there yet, but definitely, we're playing our techniques and just doing great things, like I said, within Coach V's scheme that's given us success as well. So I think that's what I'm learning from them. Obviously, I've been very impressed with Tyler. He's shown us that all year, what he can do, but just bring it to the game, and it doesn't even look like he's missing a beat. So, but just all the guys on the inside, and really just the whole D-line in general, just like it's a different type of success, but we're still trying to keep it up, and I like the way we're going right now.
At Power Rangers last year, you guys working on an identity yet?
No, Power Rangers are done. They took that to the league, and we're just having fun within the group. That was their thing, but I think we're just gonna be us.
You haven't talked about maybe adopting a character?
Nah, not within the group. I remember Christian talking about how he hated the Ninja Turtles, so that made me want to be the Ninja Turtles. But nah, we not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think we'll worry about that as more success comes.
If you could host a game show or a TV show, what would you, or a talk show, what would you want to do?
I don't know. Probably Family Feud game show. That worked out well, and a lot of personality there. So I mean, that was a fun time. Probably the one.
PJ, who's the hardest hitter on this team?
That's a great question. I haven't had to go against him, but I'd have to say Skowski. Skowski's gonna bring that wood, and I joked with him versus Syracuse. I just told him to slow down so I could, try and get on some tackles because he's coming in fast, and I think he has that respect from a lot of our teammates. So I'd have to give it to him.
Anything else? Thank you, PJ.
Let's get it.